Hey guys, welcome back to Detroit Life Films. We're at Embardo, the Salon here in Chesterfield, Michigan. Still bringing you that fire content that we always are going to bring you. Superfly content, Superfly interviews. So we're going to interview the owner of this salon. She is here right next to me, Stephanie Miller. But with that said, I have somebody in mind to do this interview today. Her name is Danny Vitani, and she is here right now in the building. We're going to get her up here, and we're going to get this interview going. And in the meantime and in between time, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, and I may give you a virtual kiss or may not.
Rockin' with Detroit like branded on my chest. Rockin' with Detroit like branded on my chest.
Hi, I'm Danny Vitani, as you all know from Detroit Life Live, and I'm here with Stephanie. Stephanie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, and I'm here at your beautiful salon, Embardo, the salon in Chesterfield. So I want to get to know you a little bit, and I want to get to know a little bit more about your salon here. So when did you get here? Did you start off in Chesterfield, or did you live somewhere else?
I grew up out in the country. I grew up out in Allington on a farm.
Okay.
And then when I was a teenager, I moved out here, and I went to high school up here.
Okay, so you've been living out here for how long, probably? Ish.
20-something years, 30
So you've got
years.
pretty good clientele around this area,
Yeah,
right? Okay,
yeah.
cool. So as far as cosmetics, hair, what got you started into that?
I loved it from when I was a little girl.
Okay.
I really loved playing with like doll hair and
Right.
everything. Like I was that little girl who just got into that.
Yeah.
So when I started to need a job, I only went around to salons and just asked if I could reception anywhere.
Right.
So my first job was receptioning, and I would just sit there and watch them all day long.
Right. Did you get a lot of information just by watching then?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I would watch. I would ask a lot of questions. So where I worked, they knew that's what I wanted to do. So
Right.
they would actually give me a lot of really good advice: where to go to school, where to start working, just everything that they could. They just gave me all their knowledge
Right.
when I was
right.
a teenager. So.
So how long did it take you to actually get started from the receptionist job into actually having clientele? About how long?
I started working in a hair salon when I was 15.
Really?
Yeah. So then when I graduated high school, I was 17, and I went to beauty school right away.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I was
so
there.
you knew that
Yeah.
was going to be the road you were going to be on.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's a passion. Then.
Mhm.
All right. So tell me about who your ideal client is.
My ideal client would be somebody who's around my age in the same kind of life pattern as I am right now. We have a lot in common. Women are super fun because you can do a lot more with their hair.
Yeah.
Like balayages in. I love doing everything color.
I need one of those.
Your hair is gorgeous. I love doing color. So that's probably my main focus. But I do have a male clientele, and they do get color done. And there's some really tricky haircuts, some really cool haircuts that guys are getting right now, like the pompadour and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
do find, if it challenges me, I do find that interesting too. Like I like to be challenged at work.
Do a lot of men request certain, like, I mean, I would imagine they request something that's new in style, but is anything super challenging when it comes to men's haircuts?
It can be, yeah. Like some
more
of the,
than women's, or probably the same?
well, I would say the same. It's just a lot of the men that when I cut their hair, they fading and just
Yeah. I can
like,
imagine that would be kind of tough.
blending. Yeah, going from like no hair, like a zero guard, going all the way up, and then having like this big like pompadour like
Yeah.
styled hair. Getting that all to blend and get that can be challenging, but I'm always up for a challenge. So
Yeah, I was going to say, I couldn't do that in a million years. I can't even blend if I paint. I can't. So I can't even imagine trying to do it with, like, oh my god, hair. That's crazy. So where does your actual inspiration come from?
everything. I get inspiration from everything. Trends that are going on with fashion, with hair, of course, makeup, housing, like different trends, like colors, paint, like paint swatches, like what's coming in for the new year. I
Right.
find inspiration from everything, everything that I see.
So you've been here in Chesterfield at the salon for like 12 years, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so back before you owned it, do you know any history on this salon?
Yeah, this plaza was actually being built. So this was the first store that actually opened up in this new plaza when they were building it, and it was a salon then. I came to work here a couple years after she had opened from another salon in the area, and she was ready to retire, so it was just a natural progression for me to step in and take over. So I left one day as a stylist, and I walked in the next day as the salon owner.
Really? Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that you've built such a connection with your clients. Do you have any memories of clients that ring a bell in your head that just you think back to a lot?
I have created a lot of memories with clients. I've been doing this 20-something years now. I won't say exactly how long, but I have a lot of clients that I've had from the very beginning. Yeah. So I've been through them having children, their children graduating, getting married, having kids of their own. Yeah. Like, I've been a part of a lot of clients, like, big moves, and they've grown with me.
Right.
So they started with me when I was, like, a baby. Yeah. And now I'm a salon owner. They've came, like, with me through this whole, like, transition over my career. And I've been with them and their families through that career, too. So this morning, I actually had a text message from one of my clients who was going through a little bit of a transition. She was switching jobs, and she was nervous about it.
Right.
So when she was in here, I would sit and talk to her about it. She texted me today and said, I just want to thank you so much for helping me get through this transition and finding the job. I appreciate it so much.
Right.
Things
That's
like
such
that.
an extra mile type of move, too, that people appreciate so much, because I feel like people say this, but everyone tells their hairdresser everything. It's just like a therapist and the hairdresser all in one, and it's so nice to be able to, like, you know, feel like they're family. Mm-hmm. And it's like more than just a client relationship. Like, you really build family type of relationships with your clients, which is really cool. I love that.
Yeah, we really do. We know a lot of times that they're pregnant before anybody else knows they're pregnant.
Really?
We're like the first ones to know when they're engaged, because they're going to announce it, but we do their hair for like the dinner or whatever they're going to announce it at. We know a lot of firsts.
Right.
And that's really special to us.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's really, really awesome.
I can imagine. I mean, and those types of relationships last forever, even if they probably don't always continue coming all the time. I'm sure you still have clients, previous clients, that you're still friends with for all these years.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any advice for anyone trying to get started into cosmetics, into hair, anything like that?
Yeah, I would say if you're just graduating, you're taking your state boards, once you're licensed, interview a bunch of salons. Yeah. There's a different atmosphere, there's a different vibe in every single salon that you go to.
Right.
So interview at a bunch and find out where your home is, what you feel comfortable. You'll feel it when you walk in the door. Yeah. You'll know. You can sit there and watch the interaction between the girls that work there, how they interact with their clients, and you'll get the feeling if that's a place that you want to be, that you feel comfortable and you feel at home in. Once you find your home, it's always good to start off as an assistant.
Yeah.
I didn't. That wasn't the way back then, but there's so much value in it today. Mm-hmm. We take girls who just got licensed, we bring them in, and they are an assistant for us until there's no set time frame here. Mm-hmm. Some places it's a year, some places it's 2. We scale it as to however they're ready. Some people progress really fast, some people don't. So we take our time with them. If you need a year, year and a half, we'll give you that time. If you need less than that, then we're all about that too. But we really kind of take you in and walk you through the steps from the front desk to just every aspect of what goes on here in the salon.
And to be able to watch you do it, and what better way to learn than to watch somebody over and over again do things and then get it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you do other things besides hair here, or even if people who work for you here, do they do other things besides the hair?
Yeah. So we're mainly a hair salon, but we do pedicures, we do manicures, we do gel polish, and we just started offering midway through the year last year. One of our girls, she does lashes. So we do lash extensions now too.
Okay, so if people want to make an appointment, do they go online? Do they call?
Yes, they can call. They can call and leave a message and we'll get back to them. Or you can go online at vagaro.com/Embardo the Salon to book an appointment. A lot of our clients book online. They find that feature very easy to use, and they can book if they can't fall asleep in the middle of the night.
Everybody loves online stuff now.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's so convenient.
It really is convenient. So yes, make sure that you guys check out Embardo the Salon in Chesterfield, Michigan on Vagaro, online. Call the salon. Make yourself an appointment, because you guys have to see this place. It's gorgeous, and they have great work. So thank you so much, Stephanie, for joining us today and talking about this beautiful salon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Isn't this a really nice salon?
Yes, it is, actually.
And isn't she such a nice girl? I love Stephanie.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to come here to get some highlights and stuff.
That's what's up.
It's a good interview. So I'm glad we got to do it. And we're glad you guys are watching too. So make sure you tune into the next episode of Detroit Life.
Rockin' with Detroit like Brandon on my chest. Rockin' with Detroit like Brandon on my chest.